Welcome back, everybody, to my YouTube channel. This is the Key V. I'm your host, Nader, and today we have a very special episode. We will be discussing this beautiful, I keep saying beautiful about everything, but truly, this is a one-of-a-kind instrument from Jackson. This is the American Virtuoso, or American Series Virtuoso guitar. So let's, just a few things about this guitar. First of all, this is a warranty replacement. So I had a Jackson guitar that I recently was also kind of like a warranty replacement. I'm not going to go into too much details, but this is a warranty replacement for the Jackson Concept Series Walnut HS. That guitar was, in all honesty, unplayable. It was a beautiful instrument, really nice, made in Korea. So I had a warranty issue with it. Basically, the fret was unplayable. The fretboard was unplayable. All the frets were high beyond the 12th fret. It was weird. So I took it to one of the authorized service centers here, and they recommended a replacement. But to Fender and Jackson's credit, they ended up sending me, this guitar that I chose. It was comparable value, but this one is made in the U.S., which is, something that I'm really excited about. It isn't something that I don't normally get. I mean, it is a super strat. So this is something that falls definitely within the realm of my liking, so to speak. But this one particular guitar, I honestly haven't, stopped playing it since it came to me. So let's talk a little bit about the guitar itself. Now, what does it come with? It is a super strat. So essentially, it is a 24 fret neck, right? It comes with the Floyd Rose 1500 series. It has two humbuckers and a five-way selector switch. Now, the humbuckers are pretty hot. I think this is the JB and 59 combination from Seymour Duncan. And in all honesty, if you didn't know that these are passive pickups, you would think they're active pickups because these are hotter than some of the active guitars that I have. Really screaming pickups. Not to say that this guitar can't do anything else, because with the five-way selector switch, I found that you can essentially realistically also play anything on it. Very versatile guitar. The five-way selector allows you to play a ton of clean tones. Not a problem with that. This is a guitar that I can definitely see myself gigging with. And I don't see why it won't be possible for anybody to gig with these types of guitars. Now, what are some of the cool features of this guitar? And I don't know if this camera is going to pick it up, but this is a streaked ebony fingerboard or fretboard, which is really cool. The variations on this fretboard is insane. It's really nice. 24 jumbo nickel frets. A very big point for me. I really wish these were stainless steel frets. I don't want to hear anything about the price of the guitar versus what it is. I have a $1,400 Schecter over there that has the 1500 Floyd Rose bridge and has stainless steel. So I don't see, for the $2,000 price point, which this guitar commands, why they couldn't have added stainless steel frets. I think, they wear a lot faster with the nickel frets. And I don't know, just the feeling of stainless steel ever since I went with those types of, guitars, I like them a lot. So I do think they missed the opportunity there to add stainless steel frets. The other thing, this is a compound radius neck. So it is 12 to 16, which means it's pretty rounded for your, cowboy notes, right? But at the same time, once you pass the 12th fret, it becomes a very straight neck. So a lot of these like fast runs are very easy to do. So that is something that I think is really nice about these types of guitars. Generally speaking, it just makes it easier for you to play your chords and your progressions, but at the same time, it makes it easier for you to play solos. So if you're that person that plays both, styles, this guitar will feel right at home. Another feature, this is a bolt-on neck with a 5-piece maple. That's interesting. Neck. So basically there's 5 pieces of maple, but 3 of them are caramelized or baked or whatever you want to call them. And then the 2 in the middle are not really. They're just like really tiny strips of maple that are just plain old maple. And it does have 2 carbon fiber reinforced rods, which is going to make this neck really durable. I don't see any issues with it going forward. I don't think this neck is going to move anywhere. It's really nice. The body is alder body. So that's one thing that I did not touch up upon. So it's an alder body. And finally, it has with this nifty tool to put your Allen wrenches, because this is a Floyd Rose bridge, and it has the Goto lock-in tuners. And I want to say this guitar is fantastic. So the guitar, the color that I picked up is the mint green, what they call Pacific Ocean. I'm going to call it mint green. Again, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but this is actually a non-satin color. It's gloss and it's metallic. So for about 50 bucks more, you can get this mint green metallic, or Pacific Ocean, the way Fender and Jackson wants to call it. Or there's another color called Mystic Blue, which is also glossy and metallic. For about $50 less, you can get a satin finish, a shell pink, which is really nice, and then a plain old black. I'm not really a fan of that. I think the blacks will definitely be a stain marker, so I kind of avoided that one. And also, there is another version of this that comes with a hardtail instead of a Floyd Rose. So if Floyd Rose is not your thing, a hardtail is definitely something that you might want to consider, because it's essentially the same guitar just without the Floyd Rose, which I know a lot of people find Floyd Roses annoying. So this is as far as the features. Lots of features in this guitar packed up that I think it's amazing. Now, the fret itself, Jesus, it's so good. It's like, I don't even have any other way to describe how fast this neck feels and how comfortable this neck feels. It's insanely good. Honestly, if you're a fast player, and Jackson, most Jackson guitars are made for blazing speeds, and this guitar is also made for blazing speeds. In all honesty, this is kind of my first experience with Jackson guitars, aside from the one that I had to return. But this is like my first real experience with Jackson guitars, and it's making me want to go and buy, or in the future acquire another one, which is the Jackson SL2MG. I think those are phenomenal guitars. They're neck through and with EMG pickups. They're a little bit more. They do have stainless steel frets, which should be on this guitar, but it's okay. It is what it is. I'll take care of the guitar just like I take care with other guitars that I own that have non-stainless steel frets. So it's all good. I polish my frets. I do everything. But it's making me want another Jackson. I think this is like the company for me. I really love it. Can do everything that I want, everything that I demanded to do. It's just been great. So yeah, this is as far as like the playability of the guitar. It's in my hand perfect. The back is a little bit scooped, so that's a good thing, and I can access the high frets pretty well. So not a problem at all. I think once please stick around for the end of the video. There's going to be a lot of tones, and make sure to like and subscribe as well if you like more of this content. But stick around to the end of the video. You'll see that there's a lot of fast licks that are so easy to do on this guitar. It doesn't fight you back. The 12 to 16 compound radius is there. The fretboard feels good. The streaked ebony, in my opinion, ebony in general is a really good wood for, it's not abrasive or as much as rosewood, right? So it allows you to play a little bit faster around the neck. So this guitar is made for fast, speedy licks. And even the satin on the back of the guitar, the stain itself, I think it's some sort of oil. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to quote it because I don't know what it is. But there's some sort of oil that they rub on it. And it might be tung oil, but it might be something else. This guitar on the neck feels smooth like butter. So in general, playability, 5 out of 5. Features, 5 out of 5. The one thing that I will say, the pickups are great. I don't have yet a replacement for them. I'm not planning so much to replace them. I owned a guitar in the past with JBs and 59s, and they're very, very, very hot. So if you're like a thrash metal player or extreme metal player or whatever, that might be that might be good for you. But for me, I think I might down the road, not right now, but I might down the road swap these out for some other variants. We'll see. Right now, they're satisfactory. But still, as far as like the features themselves, that they come from Fender and Jackson, thumbs up. This is great. And it's made in the US. So this is as close as possible as you're going to get to US made Jackson without purchasing the SL2MG and then the SL3. Then you're going to go custom, which is an 18 months turnaround period, and you're spending about $5 to $6 grand minimum for something like this. So if you're into Jackson and you don't want something that is import, go pick this one up. Now, let's talk a little bit about quality control. Guitar came out of the box, I want to say 99.9% perfect. And the reason why I'm docking 0.1% is because and I cannot tell for the life of me, and I don't know if it's going to pick up on the camera. There's this little smudge over here, right? And I am not sure if this smudge over here is leftover oil, leftover permanent marker, or part of the wood. Either way, it's weird. The location is weird, and it's there. Does it bother me? No, 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 not at all. But I want to address everything on this channel for buyers to expect, or for potential buyers to know what they expect. I'm not sponsored. Nobody can hold me to my word, so I'm saying it as it is. There is a mark here on the neck that is weird. You can't feel it. Some people think it's the wood. Some people are telling me it might be leftover oil. I have no idea what it is. I can't feel it, so I'm not going to worry about it. The action also came a little bit higher, and the strings were atrocious. This guitar, even though I got it 3-4 days ago, was dated to sometime in October 2023. I think October 3rd, 2023. So this guitar sat there with 2-year-old strings. I'm not going to blame them. And the action being high, also I'm not going to blame them. It sat in a warehouse or something for a while. So this type of thing happens. So I ended up putting elixirs on it, set it up, added a new spring for the higher tension. Comes with 9s. I don't like 9s. I'm more of a 10s guy. And yeah, came and plugged it in, and it just ripped. It ripped. It still rips. It's gonna be hard. I'm in love with the color. I'm in love with the entire guitar. The color itself, beautiful. The neck itself, beautiful. The fretboard, the streaky ebony is just gorgeous. It really looks a lot better in real life than in pictures, and it's honestly making me want to switch to Jackson full time, at least for this one. Some of the things that people don't like about this. I think this guitar is priced at $2,000, which is super fair. I recently picked up a Gibson that is the Les Paul Studio Session, which there is a review on that on my channel. Please, if you really are interested in that guitar, go check it out. It's a good review. But essentially, for this particular guitar, for the price that you're paying, I think you're getting a little bit more for your money than what Gibson is offering. But that's neither here nor there. Some people will disagree with me, and I can totally relate because the studio session gives you a lot. But as far as this, I feel like this is competing, with Charvel's, which is also a Fender product, I think. So it's competing with Ibanez's. In my opinion, if I want to spend $2,000 and I can get an American-made Super Strat, that's where my money is going to go. No questions asked. So definitely something that I think people should consider. And I see them on, I've been looking, and on Reverb, they are going for, $1,400, $1,500, which for that is a steal for this guitar. I really, truly think so. The one thing that I wish Jackson would do, like I said, was the stainless steel frets. I think that would elevate this guitar to, new heights. But also, this is a 1500 bridge, which, if people are not familiar, it's not an original Floyd Rose. It's the made in Korea version with stainless steel inserts and studs. Honestly, it's fantastic. This guitar, I can kill it, and it goes back in tune. So I don't care really where it's made. It could be made in, I don't care. I have another guitar that has the same bridge, and I never had an issue with it. The one thing down the road that I might consider doing is swapping out the springs that comes with it to something else. Because I found that with these types of bridges, the springs can and tend to be not the greatest of quality. The bridges, the springs isn't. So let's break it down by a 5-star rating on each and every single different category. When it comes to features, I think it's 4.5, just because I'm going to dock half a point for not having stainless steel frets. Just me. I think for Super Strats, I care about that stuff. So we'll give it 4.5. As far as quality control, I'm going to give it 5, even though I spoke about this, because I am still not sure whether this is actually a leftover oil or whatever the case may be. I don't feel it. It doesn't bother me that much. So I'm still going to give it a 5 because everything else came perfect. Sure, the action was a little bit high, but that's to be expected. I have a $6,000 PRS that came with high action. So really, there's not a single ding, scratch, anything on this guitar. So I would say features, 4.5. Quality control, 5. Price for me, I would say, 4.5 as well. I think that's fair. And when it comes to tones, I would give it a 4 out of 5. And the reason I don't give it 4.5 or 5 out of 5 is because I am not a fan of the pickups themselves. I think they're way too hot for what they need to be. I think The pickups themselves need to be a little bit less hot, and that's just personal preference. As far as like everything else though that is offered by this guitar, it's great. Highly recommend. Highly love it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful. Stay tuned for next week. Next week there's going to be also an equally nice guitar. I'm not gonna say. So make sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell notification icon so you can know when I post new videos. Like I said, I'm gonna try to post a video every week, and I'm really enjoying doing this. So if you do like the content, like I said, like and share and subscribe and hit the bell notification, whatever you want. Also, comment in the comment section what do you think of this guitar. Is this something that you would love? Or if you have any other questions, some things that I did not cover, just talk to me, and I will make sure that I will respond to each and every single one of these comments. With that being said, this was the Key of E. I'm Nader, and keep on rocking the free world. I'll see you next time.